So my friend and I were just hanging out, doing casual things. And then he asked me, "Bro, it's like all your reviews are negative." To which I said, "I'm kind of busy. Don't you like anything?" "I like Fight Club." And since Fight Club has this weird little rule,
do not talk about Fight Club,
I talked about something else that's equally awesome.
Gather round, folks, gather round.
Filthy Frank was a YouTube god. Was. I'll get to that. I happened to come across him thanks to the YouTube recommended videos. One thing they were doing right.
Hi everyone, I wanted to explain today why I'm starting a YouTube channel.
And Filthy Frank is quite the experience.
Hey boss. I'm a homosexual.
Would you step on this puppy for $18 billion? There's no sugarcoating this. I would kill it. Are you fucking kidding me?
And the first thing I thought after the experience that was Filthy Frank was, no way is this dude real. Like, no way is he doing this for real. And he wasn't. The man behind Filthy Frank is one Joji Miller, a Japanese-Australian man who invested all his skill points in music, humor, and looking like a suave motherfucker. The idea for Filthy Frank can be seen in his About page. Filthy Frank is the embodiment of everything a person should not be. He is anti-PC, anti-social, and anti-couth. He behaves and reacts excessively to everything expressly to highlight the ridiculousness of racism, misogyny, legalism, injustice, ignorance, and other social blights.
Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker. Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker. Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker.
He also sets an example to show how easy it is in social media for any zany material to gain traction or followings by simply sharing unsavory opinions and joking about topics that many find offensive.
What did he do?
No!
Oh, it's the film? Oh, it's the vlog. Alright guys, we're gonna see you back in a second. We're gonna put the vlog camera down. You know how it is in Japan, they're all about the respect. Okay, get him! Andy, get him! Oh! You've been caught!
There is no denying that the show is terribly offensive, but this terrible offensiveness is a deliberate and unapologetic parody of the whole social media machine, and the reflection of the human microcosm that is social media. Or maybe I'm just fucking retarded. It's satire, you fucks that believe that this shit is real.
I already know what the fuck he does. He's a little piece of shit, and he needs to be eradicated from the internet. Like, the YouTube community needs to get together and fucking destroy Filthy Frank.
Satire is a genre of literature and sometimes graphic and performing arts in which vices, follies, abuses, and shortcomings are held up to ridicule, ideally with the intent of shaming individuals, corporations, government, or society itself into improvement. Although satire is usually meant to be humorous, its greater purpose is often constructive social criticism, using wit to draw attention to both particular and wider issues in society. You know what Frank reminds me of? There's this idea that the jester was free to talk shit to the king about anything because he does it in a funny way and he's wearing a fucking stupid suit. Just don't piss him off or he'll fucking kill you. George Miller created a universe of interesting characters to poke fun at everything and everyone. Some of his points are obvious.
Go to any music video and you're gonna get a bunch of people like this.
This song is epic. I wish more people from my generation could appreciate this music.
The fact that you say today's music sucks shows that you've only explored the shitty surface of music without actually having the effort to actually look through some decent music. The fact that you consider that surface as this generation shows how much of a lazy dipshit you are.
But sometimes they need deciphering, like his Bad Internet Rappers video. He's pointing out the hypocrisy of people who represent underground hip-hop is the legit one.
Yeah. It's the Mr. Bring Hip Hop Back phase, where their arguments are purely,
man, fuck Drake and mainstream hip hop. Mainstream hip hop is gay. I like real hip hop. I hate Lil Wayne and Drake. Anything that's mainstream, I hate.
While these guys are taking all the time to promote their SoundCloud, promoting yourself by posting your lyrics in a hip-hop instrumental video on YouTube.
pussy, money, weed, need a honey and some G's. Ain't it funny how I be, cause I smoked a pound of weed. Now give the crown to me, cause I got something to prove. I got nothing to lose when I'm clutching the ooze. And they think people care. Nobody cares, dude.
It's like they want to be mainstream. You want the mainstream money.
It's real hip hop. Don't you ever forget it. It's that underground shit. It's the white boy that said it.
How come people can get away with doing fucked up shit to other people? You gotta update this shit now, though. You know the Harlem Shake? He invented it in an apartment with a box of costumes and some drunk friends. And way back when an acquaintance of mine did it with his friends and they had a video and they showed it to me, I said, this shit is retarded. I didn't even know it was Franku who did it. But he knows how ridiculous this shit is.
And it must be bizarre too when you see Jimmy Fallon and LeBron James and the rest of America doing something that was birthed by Pink Guy. You know, like, is that kind of a mindfuck?
Yeah, no, I kind of looked down on them for that. I was like, you guys are stupid. Why? Like, I mean, I'm not bitter about it. I think it was a great thing, but I still don't understand why people got so hooked on it.
What added to the charm of Filthy Frank was his production values, which were, before, non-existent.
Oh my god, there are mice in the kitchen.
I'm a mouse.
Mice in my kitchen everywhere.
He also breaks character and laughs at his own jokes. It's funny, there's a person behind this character.
My favorite animes consist of Toy Story, Cory in the House, airplane instruction videos from the 80s, you know, Seinfeld.
Now, to be fair, I don't think all his videos have a message of some sort. Like the series of green screen videos he posted on his website, filthyfrank.net, which you could add in your videos to spice shit up.
Welcome to the Filthy Frank Show. If you're feeling suicidal, you've come to the right place. Because I want to fucking kill myself as well. Fuck you, I hate all of you.
And I think some of the videos are just him hanging out with his buddies, having fun. Or just him deepening the Filthy Frank extended cinematic universe lore. Wow, I learned something new about Pink Guy. What a great expansion on the Filthy Frank universe lore. And it's not like I enjoyed all his videos.
Warning, no animals were hurt in the making of this film.
That's disgusting.
I hated the disgusting eating things. Oh my god.
Today we're gonna make some,
For context, Filthy Frank and a bunch of his friends did a series of videos, the Cake Trilogy, where they use human ingredients to make their cake, like vomit or pubic hair.
Frank? Oh, fuck. It's your boy, Big Mike. Cheers. Cheers. Say something to some pussy. Vomit on me, please. That's a little bit of...
It's time to stop! It's time to stop, okay? No more! Where the fuck are your parents?
I don't like this series for obvious reasons. I mean, I could get something out of Rat Chef. He made tortillas from some rats.
Our little friend into the quesadilla.
And he tried to feed it to this guy. It's a skit, don't worry.
It's amarissimo. It's a family recipe.
And he didn't eat it.
Hey, what is this?
And he said, you don't respect my passion, you don't respect my art. Which is a commentary on how fucked up people can get for the sake of art. Is it really art? Really? Unlike in that other video?
Hey, I just want to add that the alcohol was real.
Got him good. Oh!
But I'm struggling to find reasons as to why Filthy Frank did this, you know? Like maybe the point is, hey, aren't you surprised that this fucking disgusting piece of shit is getting this many millions of views? What does that say about society? Holy shit. Were they doing some sort of intimidation thing? Hey, we did this to ourselves. Imagine what we would do to you.
Do the Harlem shit.
And since I talked about what I thought was his worst videos, I'm gonna talk about
life. Life is full of mysteries. Life is full of hardships. You said it again, sister. Sometimes it's hard to open a jar. Yeah.
I think his best video was 100 Accurate Life Hacks. The thesis statement of the piece is,
guess what? What? We can make your life just a little bit easier. How? Life hacks! Hell yeah! Life hacks can make your life easier. No way! Having a hard time getting that stain off the wall? Well, now you can just add a few drops of lemon and that stain will go right away. Oh yeah!
Create a treat-based pet food seasoning to trick Fido into eating. This free desktop app reminds you to take computer breaks during the day. Don't throw out prepaid debit cards when they're done. What the fuck? You got so many solutions to problems that aren't really problems.
Nobody gives a shit.
You don't need to trick your dog into eating. Fucker eats when I tell it to. I just fucking stand up when my ass is numb. I don't need prepaid debit cards. I got cash, son. But the core of human experience, being lonely, the need for relationships.
Are you tired of dealing with women and their bullshit? Well, now you can change your sexual preference and become a homosexual. Dicks for life!
Existential stuff like,
are you afraid of death and eternal darkness? Well, good news! You can choose to believe in an afterlife. Oh yeah!
Ultimately, life hacks are just a distraction from these true problems. I'm not gonna be surprised if George has read or knows of Albert Camus. He asks a very simple question.
There is but one truly serious philosophical problem, and that is suicide. Judging whether life is or is not worth living, that is the fundamental question of philosophy. The reason for this stark choice is, in Camus' eyes, because as soon as we start to think seriously, as philosophers do, we will see that life has no meaning, and therefore we will be compelled to wonder whether or not we should just be done with it all.
Do you hate doing the dishes? Well, fear no more. You can take yourself out of this existential nightmare. Do you hate cleaning? Just do it. Just fucking do it. Is that darn pickle jar? Just fucking do it. Yeah!
Well, killing yourself is all well and good, but then what does Frank think about it? What does George think about it? Well, I think the solution can be found in the speech near the end of the video. It's from a commencement speech by Jim Carrey.
Because life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. How do I know this? I don't, but I'm making sound, and that's the important thing.
You could interpret this in a variety of ways. The fact that the speech ends with Jim Carrey means that Frank wants you to check out the video, see what Jim Carrey said.
My father could have been a great comedian, but he didn't believe that that was possible for him. And so he made a conservative choice. Instead, he got a safe job as an accountant. And when I was 12 years old, he was let go from that safe job. And our family had to do whatever we could to survive. I learned many great lessons from my father, not the least of which was that you can fail at what you don't want. So you might as well take a chance on doing what you love. And when I say life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you, I really don't know if that's true. I'm just making a conscious choice to perceive challenges as something beneficial so that I can deal with them in the most productive way. You'll come up with your own style. That's part of the fun.
Or you could be cynical and read it like, hey, you know what this quote reminds me of? Remember that Shakespeare thing?
Out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow, A poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Or we tie this back to CAMUS, and I think that's what Frank is trying to say.
His dramatic announcement that we have to consider killing ourselves because life might be meaningless is premised on a previous notion that life could actually be rich in God-given meaning. Camus stands in a long line of thinkers from Kierkegaard to Nietzsche to Heidegger and Sartre who wrestle with a chilling realization that there is in fact no preordained meaning in life. We're just biological matter spinning senselessly on a tiny rock in a corner of an indifferent universe. But, unlike some philosophers, he ends up resisting utter hopelessness or nihilism. He argues that we have to live with the knowledge that our efforts will be largely futile, our lives soon forgotten, and our species irredeemably corrupt and violent, and yet we should endure nevertheless. We are like Sisyphus, the Greek figure ordained by the gods to roll a boulder up a mountain and to watch it fall back down again in perpetuity. But ultimately, Camus suggests we should cope as well as we can at whatever we have to do. We have to acknowledge the absurd background to existence and then triumph over the constant possibility of hopelessness. In his famous formulation, one must imagine Sisyphus happy.
Given the three possible interpretations, why do I think that it's more like Camus that Frank is going for? He's too cynical to be overtly optimistic.
People are just shitty in general. You can't really trust people.
He hasn't really given up on life. He's still trying to be an artist. I think he is succeeding in that regard.
One must imagine Sisyphus happy.
Frank can get pretty deep. Or maybe I'm just fucking retarded.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The song you just heard was the introduction to You Suck, Charlie, made by George Miller under his stage name, Joji. It's pretty fucking good. The Charlie in You Suck, Charlie is definitely a reference to Charlie Brown and the Christmas special. Specifically, there's this song, Christmas Time Is Here. And listen to it, just listen to it. So he used the song from a Charlie Brown special and used it as commentary for relationships.
Men with women, you know, they don't want to be fully tied down. Or they'll say like, you know, now's not the right time. Now's not the right time. It's kind of like that. You know, can you be a little bit stronger and hold on a little bit because you're in earthly comfort.
Oh God. Ooh, oh God. Oh yeah, right there.
So divine, you're so divine.
I don't know about you guys, but using that song as commentary about relationships is kind of fucking brilliant. And the fact that it's jazz is like icing on the cake. Fuckers got good taste. Patriciancore, if you will.
Oh, that's why they call it that.
Not only can George sing, he can also rap.
Pink Guy raps all of the tweets that were sent to him.
The midgets crawled out my asshole and rubbed on my nipples. Jordan bit my fat balls, so now I need a seminal transplant. Candy ass and donkey D's and some soup.
He became known as a rapper first because of Pink Guy, and then he slowly released his more serious stuff. He's transitioning from Pink Guy to Joji. If you don't know, he's currently signed with 88 Rising, a music company that showcases talent, primarily Asian. This year, Joji released some sick beats in his EP, In Tongues.
Will you notice my charm if he slips up one bit? 'Cause I don't need to.
Earlier in the year, he also released
I don't wanna waste my time if I can't be by your side.
It's fascinating that this guy has two sides to him that are both equally creative. One is a lyrical, spiritual, musical individual taking shit on people, and the other one is just, I just wanna fuck this girl, but I don't want to get caught. Creates music that is a commentary on relationships, It's like they're contrasting personalities and they're contrasting art forms that Joji has to choose, and he chose one.
This is not a threat, I promise. Nope. It's a warning, baby. I just want you to know.
The song you just heard is Demons, also from the same EP. And the popular interpretation of the song is that George is plagued by demons. And the demons consist of his old characters, his old personas. The unwieldy suit is like all of those guys in just one package. And because of that, he can't seem to move on. And that's represented by the chain that's tying him down. He can't really move in the way he wants to. I originally thought that it was just a song about addiction in general. The song that came before this is Pills. And this is when, at that stage, you are already controlled by your addictions. You can't really let go of them. But I think, in retrospect, the people who were commenting on this in the YouTube video hit the nail on the head. The desire for change is more obvious in the Rich Brian and Joji collaboration, among other artists. 18.
They said that I won't make it. They said that I won't change. They say that I'm not flexing. Now they say, wow, you've changed. Now they say, why you changed. Now they say, why you changing. Yeah, they ask why you changed when the rest ain't looking like me.
When you think about last year, it's like George wanted Filthy Frank and Pink Guy to go down in a blaze of glory. Early last year, he released Pink Season, which has a lot of interesting tracks on it.
Nickelodeon girls. Ariana Grande. I know I drive a Hyundai. I can put you in a coma. Have brunch on a Sunday. Fancy.
My client has done nothing wrong.
He killed 27 children and crippled 5.
He's clinically insane, Your Honor. He's crazy.
Mr. Goofy.
You're looking kind of sexy, Donnie.
Skirt.
You make me kind of hard, Donnie. Donald is the best. I want to suck his dick.
It even reached number 70 in the US Billboard 200. Isn't that like a big deal? Can you please inform me if it is? It's still quite an accomplishment, considering he's just a meme guy. Or maybe it's because he's a meme guy that it was successful.
Yes! Yes!
Also, George released a book, Francis of the Filth. And when you read through that book, it's different from the anime. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I hate it when they change it.
Why don't I fucking take a knife and just start fucking cutting at your liver and start eating that shit?
He released a video to promote the book. And in hindsight, you could already see that George already wanted to quit being Filthy Frank.
Take it! Take it! Pink Guy, you got it all wrong. It's not like in a sellout way or anything, you know?
He's kinda gay.
It's not gay, come on.
He's kinda gay.
He's anticipating the reaction that his fans will have. I read through the book, and I'm gonna spoil the ending. Not how the ending played out, what the ending felt like.
Warning.
It felt like a send-off to Frank and everyone. It was a hopeful ending. Everyone was at a good place at the end of the book. I think this is the closest that we'll get to a conclusion for the Filthy Frank universe, since Joji doesn't want to do the character anymore.
I deserved an explanation. I deserved an acceptable reason.
I think this is all we're gonna get. He cited some reasons, like he doesn't enjoy doing it anymore, and his health is deteriorating, and I can respect that. He wishes everyone well, and that's all we can really hope for. If you haven't read the conclusion to the Filthy Frank universe, then you could buy the book at Amazon for like $5 in Kindle. Or you could just download that shit, you know, Google is your friend.
Can I have a pussy, please?
Do the impossible, see the invisible. Row, row, fight the power.
Filthy Frank is dead. Long live Joji. It's kinda sad that Filthy Frank is gone, especially since there are prime targets for his type of humor. And you know the vomit thing they're doing to show how disgusting it is? Someone's actually doing it for real.
it up a bit further and get it out. So getting.
I'm sorry.
Really? Fucking really? That said, I'm very grateful for George and what he's contributed to this thing called the internet. And I think there's only one way for a proper send-off for Franku and everyone else. Kill yourself, you stupid piece of shit. You should kill yourself, you stupid piece of shit. You should kill yourself, you stupid piece of shit. You should kill yourself, you stupid piece of shit. You should kill yourself, you stupid piece of shit. You should kill yourself, you stupid piece of shit. You should kill yourself, you stupid piece of shit. You should kill yourself, you stupid piece of shit. You should kill yourself, you stupid piece of shit. You should.